here.
You know, we had an original version of the BackJoy and we sold well over 200,000. And if you're one of those guys that got the original one, give us a call. We'd love to hear from you. Our testimonial phone line is open. But we are brand new today. And I love, Dr. Mark, that you said you listened to all the customers and you gave them what we wanted. So first of all, if somebody has never seen BackJoy, what's BackJoy?
So BackJoy is, call it a seat orthotic to help people have proper support and proper posture to help alleviate pelvic pressure, pelvic pain, back pain, shoulder pain, neck pain.
And the original one was beloved. I mean, I've done presentations of it where we are selling out right and left. Over 200,000 of you got it and loved it. But then this is actually the brand new, and might I add, improved one. Thanks to who? Thanks to you and your feedback. So Dr. Mark, what did you do to upgrade this?
Well, we listened. And we were listening from people who were coming up with different ideas of how to improve a patented device that was selling worldwide very well. But we always want to make it better. So what we did was we actually made the new device a little bit wider, so it's going to be able to support you a little bit better. We doubled the cushioning, so we call it double the comfort. So it's a lot of cushioning.
I can feel the difference from the original.
It's really nice and soft. We added this little pommel here that helps, again, support the pelvis. And then right underneath, we give you a little grip to help support it.
Okay.
Because what we're going to do is we're going to take the BackJoy device and we're going to take any seating surface and turn it into a supportive surface
and I've asked
with this technology.
Planes, trains, automobiles, all of them,
all of them, right? Because most of those things are built for a certain look or certain comfort, but they're very rarely built for support. And with the BackJoy device, we can turn any of those into that supportive surface. And so it's so simple to use. You're just going to simply sit into it. And what happens is the BackJoy device gives you a little prop up here right in the back. So the firm plastic coupled with the cushioned inside is going to help give you some of that curvature back in the low back. It's called your lordosis, and that's going to help give you a good foundation for the rest of your body.
Is there a limit on the weight or the size of the person who's using this?
Absolutely not. This is really built for many people. So again, that's why we made it a little bit wider, because it's not one size fits all. My backside's a little bit different than yours, but the common thing with all of the devices and the common thing with all of our bodies is we all need that support because we sit so much during the day. Over 9 hours a day are we sitting. And so what you can see in the animation here is during a normal flat position, the pelvis is going to want to naturally rock backwards. And that's going to load the discs in your back. It's going to load your hips. And it's going to then create compensation or changes up the rest of the back. So it could be mid-back, neck, shoulders. Well, with the BackJoy device, it's going to give you a little bit of that prop up into the low back, and it's going to help, again, set the body in its proper position. It's aerated, so it's not meant to be hot, and it's meant to be supportive because, again, what we touched on is not all these seats are built for comfort either. You know, you look at so many times during their lives, and we have a couple different seats out here, but it's all meant to be able to live with you. It's portable, but you can see in that animation, the way that the pelvis is going to want to rock is it's going to want to come back, and that changes then how the spine actually sits. When we then have the BackJoy device, which again is firm and supportive, it's going to help keep the pelvis in its proper position. Therefore, the low back, the mid back, the upper back, the neck, and the shoulders, it can all be in their proper spot.
You know, Dr. Mark, I'm thinking of when I do my Pilates with Marjolaine, and she talks about the sits bones when we're doing some of the, you know, the Pilates things. So, like, we got them, but we don't usually sit on the sits bones.
Right, because it's really uncomfortable when you sit on those sits bones. And again, the way that the pelvis is going to rock with the BackJoy device, it's going to go up. And, you know, I always challenge my patients. They're often surprised how I tell them that sitting is the new smoking. But I said, let's really think about your day. You know, you might start off at the breakfast table. Again, very flat surface, but now with the BackJoy device, it's a supported surface. Then we get up and then we might have a commute, or we're driving the kids to school. Again, we're back into our car. We have a flat surface with a flat surface, and that creates that rocking back. You know, you maybe at the end of the day, you get home and you want to plop down on the couch.
Even in an upholstered chair, right, Dr. Mark?
Yeah, because you want something comfortable, but what you don't have to sacrifice is the support. And the big one for me, and this is where a lot of my patients have used it, the working individuals at the desk. You got to think, most people's desks aren't set up properly. So with the device, we come up, we just drop it right into our chair, and then again, it's going to help keep our bodies upright. The rounding out of the low back is one of the most common reasons that I see people come to me with neck pain, headaches, low back pain, because as soon as we're in a regular chair without this support, and the back lowers out
I
and
can see you
flattens
just
out
sinking in.
every time you come forward, and
You're
see
curved.
people. Exactly.
Like, I feel so straight up and tall. This is a bench. Maybe it is something that's similar to a sporting event or similar to your house of worship. So put this in a big tote bag and just take it with you.
You can see how it's kind of propping you up, and it's giving the low back the proper positioning. It's going to then unload the mid back. It's going to unload the shoulders. It's going to unload the neck. And it's all because of the patented technology and the improvements that we made.
So if you've never tried the BackJoy before, and 200,000 of you haven't loved it, you got to try the new and improved version. So Dr. Mark, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me.
Great to have you here. If you have a Q card, you go put this on 3 easy payments. And again, check with a representative. See if it's going to be there in time to give to Dad for Father's Day. If not, buy him a